This is Instinct backpack. My good friends at Instinct sent me this for me to review, and I've never seen anything like this before. It's quite an interesting and unique backpack. And I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but it's a very big backpack, and that is because this isn't something that you would normally use as a daily driver, and this is more of a travel backpack. And if you have like a weekend long trip or up to maybe 3 or 4 days, this is one backpack that can replace your other backpacks and your suitcase maybe. So I've been traveling a lot the past few years, and then I normally carry around something like this. This is my in-case camera backpack, and on top of that, I carry also a suitcase with me. But the problem that I've been constantly running into is that if I'm only carrying maybe one camera and one lens, then a lot of the space in this backpack is wasted. And also depending on the airline and the airplane, sometimes the plane might be a little more crowded than expected, and they sometimes force you to check in your luggages. And if you're carrying around expensive gear in your suitcase, you're always risking them getting lost or getting damaged. So I thought something like this could potentially replace my backpack and a suitcase for a short trip up to maybe 3 or 4 days. And I got an email one day from the guys at Instinct asking me if I would be interested in reviewing this backpack. And they seemed like they were genuinely interested in getting people's feedback and improving their products instead of just promoting them. So I've been testing out this backpack the past 2 weeks, and I haven't had a chance to take it on a long trip. I would have really loved to have something like this on my Japan trip last month. And I noticed a few things that I really liked and a few things that I felt could be improved. But overall, I was very impressed with the quality, and I could tell that they put in a lot of care and thoughts into this product. So let me go over some of the features on this backpack and what makes this product so special. And as you can see, it has quite a boxy shape, and which means there's very little space wasted on this backpack. And as you can see on each side, there are these reflective strips. And actually, let me get back to the top here. And at the top, there's this giant pocket where you can store your, I don't know, sunglasses, wallet, your Kindle. It's actually big enough to store a small book, and it also has these divider mesh to keep things organized. And then on the left side here, we have a water bottle holder. And I noticed some reviewers said that the water bottle holder is not tall enough. And this is just a standard, I believe this is 500 millimeter bottle. And this fits okay, but I noticed when the backpack is full, it does not stretch as much. So that could be an issue, but as you can see, it's holding the bottle just fine right now. And on the side, there's a handle here, which is incredibly useful. And there's another handle at the top here, and this is a thinner handle, but it's actually about the same width, and it's just folded in half and it's wrapped around with leather, so it's still quite durable. And this makes it really easy to pick it up and get it in and out of cars, so that's been really nice. And on the other side of the backpack, we have a secondary door here, which you can use to access your camera like so. And you can customize the inside however you want, which you will see in a minute, but this is what I'm using it as right now. And if you look at the door, there is a tiny little port for a USB cable, and that is because you can hide a little power brick, and you can keep that attached, and you can plug in your phone on the outside to charge it, which is very, very cool. And this flap itself has a little pocket for the power bricks or any other things you might want to store in here. And all the zippers on this backpack are covered, so you don't have to worry about rain getting in. And also the material itself is water resistant, so that's very, very cool. And the side pocket also has this security system where you can loop around this handle and then just clip it on, so no one can just easily open it when it's on your back. And if you look down here, there's a little compartment for your shoes, and that's obviously very cool. I noticed it's a little tight, so right now I have my Nike Freeze, which kind of fold into this little sandwich and I have size 11.5, and these just fit in there if I just squeeze them like this. So things like harder dress shoes or high top shoes may not fit in here. But the good thing is, if you don't need to carry shoes, this bit collapses down quite easily, so it's not taking up any extra space. And on the back, as you'll notice, there are no straps, and that is because it's covered up right now with this strap where you can hang this onto your carry-on luggage. Like I say, they literally thought of everything. So to access the straps, what you do is you open this up, and then there are your straps. And what you do with this flap is you roll this up, and then you can tuck them away in these Velcros. This seems like a lot of work, but I don't think I'll ever use this, so I can always keep them like this. I do wish these were detachable though, because it may seem fine now, but if I put it right side up, right now it's just kind of dangling at the bottom, so the backpack never really sits up quite straight, so that's an issue. But I think I can kind of roll it up in a way so it sits more on the back of the backpack, not on the bottom. And as you can see, the back is nicely padded. This backpack is surprisingly comfortable. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, but these foams are nicely ventilated. Also, there's a little compartment back here where you can keep your passport wallet, which also comes with the backpack. And not only you can keep your passports in here, this kind of acts as your secondary wallet. And just a little travel tip, it's always nice to carry 2 wallets when you're traveling, especially when you're traveling internationally. This is something I started doing a few years ago, and what I do is I divide up my cash and my credit cards into 2 wallets, so in case I lose one or get one stolen, I still have the other wallet to survive the rest of the trip. So that's just a quick tip there. And this isn't something you would access all the time during your trip, so you can just keep it in there safely and no one will know it's there. And on the back, there's also a place for your laptop and your tablets or any other electronic devices. And since this backpack is quite large, you can fit your 15 or 17-inch laptops in here, no problem. And what I really like is the bottom of the laptop compartment does not quite touch the bottom of the laptop. I noticed some other backpacks that I've used in the past, I put my laptop in the laptop compartment thinking it's well protected, but as soon as I put it down on the ground, it's actually hitting the laptop directly. So it's put some dents on my laptop, but with this, you don't really have to worry about it. And there's also a separate pocket for your tablets or any other devices you want. And again, the zippers are covered, so you don't have to worry about any rain getting in there. And also on the straps, there are tiny little pockets here and there, and there's one on each straps and at the bottom here also. I've actually never used these, but you could fit like small camera batteries or SD cards in there if you want. And the straps are nicely padded as well. And like I said, this backpack is surprisingly comfortable. And because it's mostly going to be your clothes and a camera, I don't think this backpack will be too heavy. And it also has the chest strap, which is removable, which is nice. And that about does it for the exterior. And let's open this up and see what's in the inside. And to open this backpack, the easiest way to do it is to put it on the back like this, and then the whole top opens up just like so. And this is what makes this backpack so cool. And there are all of these modular packing cubes that you can use for a lot of different things. And what's also really cool is, even though there's a lot of space back here, these have Velcros on the back. So like you can just stick them on there and it's not gonna move around in the backpack, it's gonna stay there securely. So that's a really nice touch. And they all have these labels that are easily identifiable. You have the toothbrush icon for toiletry. There's this USB cable looking one for your electronics. Here's one for your clothes and laundry. And this one looks like a laptop case, but this actually is for your button-down shirts, so you can fold them up nicely in there. And if you open this up, there are these little plastic sheets that you can use to fold your shirts on this. I don't wear button-down shirts, but when I do, I know these will come in handy. And once you fill all these up, it's like a game of Tetris in here, and you can customize these however you want. For example, if you're going to be accessing your electronics more often, you can put that on the top, and you can put things like your laundry and your toiletries at the bottom, you know, however you want. And here's the camera compartment, and this is nicely padded as you can expect. And if you look over here, there's that side door that I told you about. So what I do is, on the camera compartment, I keep the flap open and I set this box right next to the door here, so I can just open this up and grab the camera quickly. My only complaint here is that when the flap is open on the camera compartment, it unfortunately covers up the Velcro. And if this opens the other way, then we could leave the Velcros exposed, so you could stay on there more securely, but that's not gonna happen here. So if I just have this cube in here and nothing else in the backpack, you know, this is gonna kind of move around in here, and that's not gonna be good for your camera. So if I want to use the camera compartment, I always have to kind of fill up the rest of the backpack so it stays securely in one place. And that's about the only complaint when it comes to the inside. And as you can see, because we have to use the Velcros, like all of the insides, front and back, are nicely padded with these velvety material, and the stitchings on here are really nice. Very, very high quality stuff here. And another cool thing about this backpack is that it comes with an app. You can download the app from your app store. I haven't checked if there's one for Android, but I have an iPhone, so you can download it from the app store. So what you do with the app is really cool. You set up a trip and you input your dates and your destination and the activities that you're going to be doing there, and then you can make a packing list for each compartment of your backpack. And that's really, really cool. I'm usually a pretty messy packer, so this is really going to change my life. And you can customize the backpack however you want, exactly like how you're actually packing the bag. And you can get some weather information of your destination and also the currency exchange. And what's really cool is that it also shows you the socket type that they use at the destination. So it's really cool to have all that information in one place, and you can also set it up so that it gives you notifications to remind you so that you're not forgetting anything. So I can really see myself using this a lot more in the future. And apart from some of the negatives that I mentioned, I think overall this is a really nice package. So that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching as always. And if you are interested in purchasing one of these, check out the link down below. And also just check out their website to get more information about the backpack. So let me know what you guys think. And again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.